day 36 of 365 days of meditation. I went to bed way too late last night and feeling a little bit anxious. And because I was feeling anxious, I started going down a YouTube rabbit hole watching stuff instead of going to bed, and which was fine. But I got up this morning, went and exercised, came back, meditated at about 8 o'clock in the morning. So I put on some headphones because by about 8 o'clock in the morning I know that noises of the neighborhood will begin. And then I meditated for probably about an hour and 15 minutes or so. I guess one of the most eventful things that occurred is, especially towards the latter half of the meditation, maybe the last 15-20 minutes, there started to be a lot of noises in the neighborhood. There was, I think, garbage trucks I could hear outside, like the clanging of garbage bins being picked up by garbage trucks. That's a loud boom for anyone who doesn't know the sound. And then there was dogs. There was a little dog I could hear barking and barking. And historically, something like that would definitely pull me out of a meditation. But more than that, even if I was in meditation, it would probably piss me off. It would probably irritate the shit out of me, if I'm going to be honest. So it was pretty cool. In the meditation, I sort of noticed the sound, and I kind of just tried to not focus on it, and that can be historically a difficult thing for me to do. It's one of the reasons that in the past I always was very much a light sleeper, is because I focus on whatever sound in my environment was that was keeping me awake, and because I was focusing on it, would keep me awake. If I was meditating and I focused on a sound that I didn't want to hear that was distracting, it would distract me because I was focusing on it, etc., etc. So today, when the dog was barking and the noises were going on, I was able to just sort of settle. I felt the irritation arise a little bit. I was able to just relax myself. So it was actually pretty cool to see the ability at which I was able to self-regulate. Obviously, a bit of a contrast to last night where I was feeling anxious and I just numbed out watching some YouTube instead of regulating, but not every moment is going to be a victory, and that's okay. So I guess, that was the meditation itself. Prior to that point in the meditation, honestly, the biggest challenge was just staying awake. I've experienced in the past when I'm quite tired nodding off in meditation because your brain is dropping into a state that it usually drops into when you are going to sleep. So naturally, when you start to drop into that when you're tired, you'll want to go to sleep. But in meditation, you're sitting upright. And today, instead of just nodding off with my head like I normally would, I actually felt my whole body fall over. I'm surprised I didn't fall right out of the chair. So that was good, at least that I didn't. But I guess in some sense the meditation was a success. But other than that, that's really all I have to talk about. I'm going to keep this video pretty short, and that's fine as well. I feel like I just need some sleep, so I'm going to be easy on myself. I'm not going to worry about the content too much today. I'm just going to show up and do it like I showed up and did the meditation, and I'm not going to worry too much about I guess the outcome, because some days just showing up is good enough, and today is one of those days. So I showed up, that's it. Alrighty. In closing, if you're struggling with your mental health, if you are ruminating, worrying, obsessing, catastrophizing, if you feel anxious or depressed, if you're experiencing suicidal ideation, if you are unable to cope with your mental or emotional state, if you feel like the weight of the world is crushing you, talk to somebody, talk to somebody, talk to somebody. I know I've said it a million times, but it was the best decision I ever made to just tell somebody what I was doing, what I was experiencing, And nothing immediately amazing happened, but it was the first step towards this journey that I'm still on many years later. And my life is astronomically better, more gooder, incredibly better than it used to be, in terms of just my experience of day-to-day life. So if you are struggling, talk to somebody. That's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Give a meditation a try if you're so inclined, and be good to yourself.